Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wali salihin. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu rasul. A lot of people talk about the concept of the wali. Who is a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Now we know, for example, that Allah is the wali of the believers. Allahu waliyul ladina amanu yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ila an-nur. Allah is the protector, the wali of the believers. He takes them out of darkness into the light. But what I wanted to share with you today is the beautiful hadith in the compilation Imam Nawawi. It's hadith number 38, and it's about the wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, so this is hadith Qudsi, and it's basically Allah saying that whoever shows enmity towards a wali of mine, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will declare war against. Now imagine if Allah declares war against someone who's got an issue with you. This is not a joke. This is not an army declaring war. This is not like some strong man or gang of men. This is Allah, the creator of the heavens and the earth. The question though is like, how does one become a wali? What does a wali mean? Allah doesn't leave us without explaining to us things. A lot of people claim, I'm the wali of Allah, or I know some guy in a village is the wali of Allah, or this or that. Who is a wali of Allah? Can you become a wali of Allah? Well, indeed you can. And Allah tells us how, and my servant does not draw near me with anything more beloved to me than the religious duty, and my servant continues then to draw with the nawafil. So the religious duties first, the faraid, then the nawafil. This is how you become a wali, till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves you. So you do your nawafil and your religious duty till Allah loves you, and when He loves you, He is your hearing, He is your sight, He is the hand with which you strike, and He is the foot with which you walk. Were you to ask anything of Allah, He will give it to you, and were you to seek refuge, He will surely grant it to you. This is Rawahu Bukhari, narrated by Bukhari. Of course, all this is in a matter that befits Him. Take the hadith as it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will become, He will help you, He will be in your protection. If you ask Him, He will give. Imagine you have something to ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and whatever you ask, He gives it to you. Imagine you seek refuge and you ask Him, please help me, and He gives it to you. So for all those people who are claiming that they're walis, the question is, are you up to that level? Everyone can become a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala if we put in the work and we do what we need to do. Allah doesn't leave us wondering who's a wali, or people claiming, declaring themselves a wali. Allah tells us how to become a wali. Imagine the beautiful things here is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا يَزَالُ عَبْدِي يَتَقَرَّبُ إِلَيَّ بِنَوَافِلِ حَتَّى أُحِبَّهُ. Abd does not stop to keep doing the nawafil and to get closer to me through these superlatory prayers and deeds. يعني يتقرب إلي بنوافل حتى أحبه, till I love him. Till I love him. The word here is used, hub, love. Allah loves you. How do you want to gain the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do more of the ibadat. And here, brothers and sisters, last point, it's not all about praying and fasting. We've been fooled to believe that the faraid and the nawafil are all just around salah and siyam. Please consider this point very, very clearly, because many of the Muslims in our ummah pray and fast, yet still our ummah is not changing. And the question is why? Is because we need to do, there's more to it than just that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. So please keep that in mind. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make myself and you all awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.